What's up, planet Earth, and welcome to Metal Nerds, your new #1 source for comics, movies, video games, and all other shits of the earth. I'm your host, Joe Falcone, and I'm all alone today, which is totally fine, because fuck those guys. They all died in a plane crash. Just kidding. I have a very, very, very special guest with me today. You probably watched his videos. I used to get stoned and watch his videos, and then it would make me sad that I don't diet right. I have with me Randy Santel from Atlas and Zeus Promotions.
Hey, Joe. Good to be on the show. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here, man. You're very nice guy. It was very easy to get in contact with you. I just, decided, fuck it, I'll message him. Like, hey, what's up, Randy? And, yeah, cool dude.
Yeah, no worries at all.
No worries. How's your day going?
Oh, it's not too bad. It's rainy here in Springfield, Missouri, so I've been inside working most of the day, but got a workout in, and no, things are good, and we just hit 300,000 subscribers today, so
yeah, I saw that.
After that, I'm going to go celebrate.
I'm so happy for you, man. YouTube give you that purple plaque thing?
Well, no, the only plaques really are one, the silver for 100. We've had that a while, and then really you don't matter till you get 1 million.
Yeah, you'll get there, man. You're like
eventually. Not tomorrow, but one day.
You never know. You can wake up tomorrow with social media, how that works out. They'll be like, holy shit, there's 8 million people subscribed to me. I'm famous. Fuck Beyonce.
Now that would be neat.
That would be fantastic, man. So I got to say, you have a lot of fans. I'm sure you've met a lot of cool people. You've been all over the world, and you've seen a lot of crazy shit, I'm sure. You've seen so many toilets around the world, too. At the same time, I got to say, man, I freaking envy your GI tract. Mine's all messed up. I don't know how yours is going. You ever been to a gastroenterologist?
No, the only real thing I do is just make sure my cholesterol, blood pressure, all that stuff's working great, and then I obviously check it when it's there, and everything's been good so far.
Yeah, man, I gotta even say that one with the ghost pepper challenge. I saw like the look of death in your eyes as you were eating those down. Does that still haunt you to this day?
Well, the one that haunts me is not the 7-wing one that has over 1 million views. The one that haunts me was a Trinidad Moruga scorpion pepper challenge. It was 10 wings in O'Fallon near St. Louis, Missouri, and it took me 2.5 minutes to eat the 10 wings, but it took 2.5 hours to be able to walk out of the bathroom and grab my stuff and leave. It was ridiculous.
Let me tell you something. You know, like how it's spicy going in? This happened to me once before. Was it spicy coming out, too?
Well, typically, if you do it right, it doesn't come out down there. I'm not into the whole throwing up stuff, but letting a whole bunch of ghost peppers sit in your stomach is not a smart thing.
That's like ER now. They can pump your stomach of peppers or something, or? Yeah,
I don't really understand why people do spicy challenges. Pretty much now, I really only do them for money. I mean, they do get YouTube views, but yeah, the physical repercussions are not good.
Yeah, people like to go on YouTube and watch people in pain. It's great. I mean,
that is for sure. Yeah, that's how people like LAB Scott. He's 1.8 million subscribers or whatever he's at.
So, so you're in Missouri right now.
Yes.
When you told me that, I messaged you earlier, like, hey, what's going on? I want, you told me that you were working. I was expecting you to say you were at Gold's Gym or something. You were.
No, well, I'm a student now, so I just work out at the Student Rec Center, which is really good. It's much better than when I was here for round one.
Right. You're in college right now? Obviously.
Yes. Yeah, I'm in my second semester of 6. In 2020, in 2019, May, I'll be graduated again with my second bachelor's in dietetics. And then in 2020, after a 1,200-hour internship, I'll be a registered dietitian.
Nice. And so you don't have any challenges in the near future? Are you going on another tour anytime soon, or what's going on?
Well, we just did a quick spring break. I can really only tour during my breaks. So there's spring break, winter break, summer break, and fall break. So on spring break, I met up with Mitch in Des Moines, Iowa, and we did some challenges in Des Moines, Iowa, Omaha, Nebraska, and then I did one in Kansas City. And then our next big trip, really, I'm losing weight up until then, but we're going to Australia for about 9 weeks this summer. Which will be their winter.
So you still find gyms, I'm sure, in these other countries just to go and do what do you do, cardio when you do Arnold Challenge? You do
when we're on our trips, it would take way too much work and effort to find gyms and stuff, and then paying the one-time fees. Any gym with a one-time fee, it's stupid expensive. So typically, the biggest thing we do is just a lot of walking. We're typically carrying 40, 50-pound backpacks with all of our stuff. So it's pretty good cardio and a little bit of workout.
You guys camp
Over in
out?
Europe. Do what?
You guys camp out? You have your like cherry
Oh,
tents?
no. No, over in Europe, I've got a pretty good fan base, so we're usually able to. It's harder with two people when Mitch is there, but it's a little bit tougher. But we're still usually able to find people to let us stay at their house. And if not, no, we don't camp out. We stay in a hotel.
I don't know, man. After seeing the Human Centipede, I don't know if I would stay at a European's house. No offense to the Europe fans out there. Just that movie freaked me out. Like you can end up
Oh,
on the other
no.
end. You'd probably
If
be the
there's
mouth if that makes you
people-
feel better because they would the way the guy would hook you up. They'd be like, "Oh, this guy can eat. He can definitely feed the other two people attached to his butthole."
Yeah, people have a bad, people that have watched the movie Hostel and stuff have a bad taste in their mouth of what a hostel is like. But if you're in the right city and you go to the right one and check all the reviews, they're not bad at all.
Nah, I'm sure. I've always wanted to be to Europe, but I'm not going yet. I like New
Oh,
York.
it's a lot of fun.
I'll get there one day.
You're pretty crazy over there.
Yeah. What's that like? Tell me a European story right now. What do you guys like have any did you guys get lost or anything like that? You meet any crazy
Oh, we get lost all the time. No, that's one good thing about Mitch is he knows even when he knows I'm lost, he'll still follow because he knows I'll get us there eventually.
Are you Atlas or Zeus?
Atlas. No, Zeus. A lot of people ask that question, and Zeus is really my buddy Dan. Back in 2010, he helped me and competed with me in this big transformation contest,
Right.
sponsored by Men's Health Magazine and the show Spartacus. And then after that, he invited me to do a team pizza challenge with him in St. Louis called the Pointersaurus, and him and I both beat that as a team. We got $500, and then he tried the second challenge with me. He lost, I won, and then he kind of quit after that. But Atlas promotion sounded stupid, so I just kind of, and he was with the first two videos, so I just kind of left it as Atlas and Zeus. And I like the logo that was put together because we do more than just the food challenges, and the logo involves A to Z, so you can always say, oh, we do whatever from A to Z.
Would you challenge Richard Simmons in a Twister match?
It depends on. I'd probably have to work on my flexibility for a while, but
He would win. He would just wrap himself around your body. Yo, actually, last night I was watching some of your videos. I saw the one with the biscuits and gravy challenge, and like you don't see your head. It's like you shoulders down, standing up. Do you remember? You know what I'm talking about? It was pretty funny.
oh, that's probably the one where I was on a TV show.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'5".
Nice, nice. You should be any Vince McMahon hit you up, WWE. You could be the man eater.
No, I've had quite a few people talk about wrestling and arm wrestling, but no, I've never done either. I used to watch back when the Wolfpack was around, but I haven't followed wrestling since WWF or not. WCW was still around back then. That was years ago.
Oh yeah, Nitro. I actually back in 2009 when I was 19, I trained with this wrestling academy, Fight the World Wrestling. I got to wrestle with Sabu, Balls Mahoney, Mick Foley, and then once I learned all the secrets to wrestling, I kind of just lost interest in it. I'm like, oh, this isn't supposed to be faked. I thought these were these are roided up guys with emotional problems, and then it's like the drama back in the locker room is just it's so funny. Everyone's like, I don't know, it's kind of gay, but whatever, man. I mean, like you're walking around, another dude's like, hey, you want to oil yourself up? I'm like, I'm kind of fat, dude. But I'll oil myself.
If you want to watch wrestling, you got to watch the South Park episode anyway.
Oh yeah, the WTF episode where the guy thought when he gets on his knees and they all thought they were getting molested.
Yeah.
You're a big South Park fan?
No, I've only watched a couple. I like that one, and then I like the episode with the world's greatest shit-talking dad where they're trying to get out of playing baseball for the summer.
I want you, Marsh. I want you.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple other good ones I've watched too.
So when you're on the tour, what else do you besides food challenges and like I know you're obviously prepping. You said and I think you eat watermelon and a lot of kale, spinach, stuff like that, or?
Now, there's no prepping on our trips. The prep happens before, and then during the trips, the prep is the challenge we do preps us for the next one. So really,
Right.
The only thing we focus on during the trips is getting plenty of water and fluids to help our digestive systems, and then when necessary, we take some fiber supplements and stuff to help make sure we're clean and empty for the next challenge.
So you guys use a lot of detox.
I try not to. Mitch does it more than me. It depends on my schedule and it depends on the challenge too. Typically, my digestive system does pretty good, and we try to space out the challenges to be at least 18 hours apart. But
Right.
every now and then, like if you're doing a 92-ounce steak challenge, obviously that's going to take more than a few hours to process, so we kind of help it through.
But will that be like the entire day? Will you wake up, eat a little bit of oatmeal or something light, or will that be your only meal for the day and it's just fluids up until you go to the food challenge?
Most of the time, just to make sure that people are able to get off work and stuff, our challenges are at like 5, 6 p.m. So during the day, really in the morning, we'll have coffee, some water, and then really just an orange or an apple or something, a type of V8 or something like that, just to get vitamins and minerals. But no real solid foods.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, man, I gotta thank you. I had to get a colonoscopy a couple months ago, and I was watching your videos because I wasn't able to eat for the day, and I felt like that really got me through that, and I want to thank you.
There's
But,
actually a lot of people that watch our videos when they're dieting and cutting and stuff. I know.
it's
There's
porn.
actually-
It's fucking porn. No, not trying to be gay, but it's straight up legal porn with no nakedness. It's just eating. It's just, it's like the fourth.
Yeah, I don't have the body to do any of the nakedness right now.
Yeah, neither do I. But you know what? It's better. It's like it's what's in your heart. And if you can go,
Yeah, there you go.
it's funny, like, because like I've had girlfriends that like I film myself banging and stuff, and then I look at my own wiener on the camera, and I'm like, it's not a porno wiener. I don't know why I told you that. I hope you're probably that's it. That's probably we're never gonna talk.
Oh
about this.
no, I don't mind. Say what you want.
Hell yeah, I will. Besides food challenges, tell me about Mitch. Actually, how'd you guys meet? He sounds like he's big support for you. Like, is he your other half as far as this business goes?
Well, yeah, Mitch does all the videos. Back in 2013, I had a bunch of things that I was doing, and I was working a real construction job, or what most people call a real job. But I just didn't have any time. I don't really enjoy or love any of the editing side of things, and
Yeah.
I just didn't have the time to edit any of the challenge videos. I just wanted to do the eating part of it. And also, my videos kind of weren't that good because I didn't really enjoy it. So
Yeah.
I put out a little thing asking for help. And Mitch at the time was following randysantel.com because he had used the tips to beat some challenges up where he lives around Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Oh.
And he has a media degree or a media production degree from up in Wisconsin. And he contacted me, I think it was like March 18th. I still have the email. We joke about that whenever the time comes around.
Did you
Actually,
frame it? You should print it out and frame it.
no, I haven't done that. I've saved in my inbox. But yeah, he's been with me since. He started doing a few challenge videos. He liked it. And then I was working construction at the time. And I went up there like 6 months later in October, I think it was, just to meet him because like 3 weeks after that, we left on my very first big European tour.
Right.
So we went from knowing each other just through the internet to meeting up for one weekend, and then we spent like 45 days together over in Europe, and I didn't really know what I was doing. He had never been either. He had to get a passport once we met.
Yeah,
So-
going into there, were you guys like, listen, if anything happens, we got the buddy system. One of us.
Well, we got pretty similar likes and dislikes, and we're both pretty go with the flow. And on that trip, it was stupid. I can't do that anymore now that I'm 30. But we were drinking 6 nights a week and doing food challenges at least 5 to 6 days a week as well. So there were some nights every now and then we were like, I can't do this. I got to go to bed. But because he's 3 years younger than me,
Right.
so he's even better off than me. And plus, we always joke, but it's smart on his behalf. Is I've got a little bigger stomach quantity-wise, so I'll go first and do a food challenge. And if I really struggle with it, he knows obviously not to try it, so he kind of cherry picks. But
Yeah.
it works out for him because on our trips, I cover the expenses, so I like doing that because if he's not going to win, I don't want him to do it. Because
Does he get a percentage of whatever you make too, like a little bit? Do you like out of like your winnings?
Oh no,
or-
we split the channel, but I cover the costs of our trips and stuff.
So you play for like plane tickets and
Oh yeah, I cover all that, and then I get from the store and some of the extra stuff, and if we make any side money
Metamucil.
under the table restaurants. But yeah, like we're going to Australia this upcoming summer, so I've been saving money for all that and stuff.
I
But
love
we've
the
got
Aussies.
do what?
I love the Aussies.
Oh yeah, yeah. It'll be my first time. I've been looking forward to the trip for a long time, and there's like 20 to 25 eaters down there that I know are excited too. So it'll be fun. We'll do a lot of collabs and meetups, and it'll be a good trip.
That's awesome, man. I'm happy to hear that. So, I want to know I want to know a little bit more about you, Randall. I want to really get into your head and your soul. So,
You're
I
more than
want
wel-
what?
Oh, I said you're more than welcome.
What was the meanest thing an ex-girlfriend has ever told you?
I've only had three.
Oh man,
I
you
mean,
make me feel
they
like a
always
whore.
all the girls girlfriend. I haven't had a girlfriend really since 2012 because they just tell me the same thing.
It's
And
not
my
you, it's
mom
me.
always. Whenever my mom and dad meet a girlfriend, within like an hour, they always joke about the same thing. Is they say, Randy's biggest fan, right?
So you want to clone yourself as a girl, like X-23?
No, no, no. They just, I do what I want to do, and I'm not very good at asking for permission or anything like that. I think my sister and I get it from our dad, as we're pretty set in our ways.
Yeah.
I'm more open now, but no, yeah, they just kind of call me selfish, but I don't really think it's selfish.
I
It's
don't
just
think
me
so either.
working on all the stuff I'm doing.
Yeah, man. I mean, love. Maybe there's like a lot of hot food eating girls out there. Maybe like you never know. You guys have like if you get married to a food eating girl, you have 8 wedding cakes, and you're like, "What's up, Randy Santel Atlas? We're gonna do these wedding cakes."
I don't,
I'm sorry.
I know how I'm going to propose, but I don't think it's going to be to an eater.
I want to propose while
So.
skydiving with no parachute.
I don't think. Well, if you're,
I know, but I'm gonna
some
land on
people,
a trampoline, but like 8
some people would
trampolines,
probably be better off the way people just get into relationships just to get married.
and have
They're
babies, and then
basically
like
doing that anyway.
the dad leaves, and then the mom and dad, they're alone. They don't pay their child support, and all of a sudden, they're taking away the dad's driver's license. He gets a new girlfriend, and he moves around the block. It's fucked up shit. It's
You
fucked
hear
up
that
shit
story all the time.
all the time, man. It's like the same old story. But so you don't have a lot of girlfriends. You're pretty much very much. I admire you, Randy Santel of Atlas and Zeus Promotions. I admire that you're doing what you want to do. And love will find you. But love's not the most important thing in the world. Beating these food
Well,
challenges
Mitch
are.
and I have there's a to
Love?
be with goodchallenges.com. No, we get enough of those comments on our channel.
Yeah,
But
you love Mitch more than your last girlfriend.
there's a no commitment clause.
Do you have like to sign a contract?
No, it's a verbal commitment, but whenever I say it's time to go on a trip, there's nobody to ask.
I mean, like, have you guys you go on these trips all over the place. Do you guys like meet waitresses and stuff that are like, "Hey, I love what you did. That really turned me on how you eat. Can I give you a hand job in the bathroom?" Anything like that happen?
Not any stories that good, but Mitch is better off than me because he's younger. He puts more effort into his looks, but also, I mean, even with using girls as an example, but with us two, is I do more challenges, I gain more weight, and all that. So if a girl has to look at two guys and they got either this big guy, Randy, and then you got Mitch, who's thinner and younger, you're always going to go for Mitch first.
How
So.
much younger is he than you? Is he like 23, 24?
Oh, he's 28. He's 2.5 years, I think.
He's a year older than me. I'm 27. Yeah, I've had the same girlfriend for 2 years now. It's kind of scary, but you accept it and you go on.
Well, that's good. It's always
Yeah, she has her
the
own
grass
podcast.
is always greener on the other side.
Yeah. So which food challenge made you take the biggest dump out of all of them? Because like I can't not ask that question to you, and I know if you find it weird, I apologize. But I gotta say, man, some of this stuff, like, don't you get constipated? Does your asshole like split open like this, or you're like
A lot of
fucking-
people. The Hodge twins actually did a video about me years ago after I beat a 72-ounce steak. It was back. I don't know if you guys
you
know.
take a
Hodge.
72-ounce shit.
Well, that's what they were talking about. Is if 72 ounces comes out, you need an epidural or something. But no, it's not that bad. Like I've done an 8-pound grilled cheese sandwich right after doing a horseshoe challenge.
Wow.
Do you know what that is?
Something that involves a horseshoe.
Well, Horseshoe is kind of it was created in Springfield, Missouri, and for that one in particular, no, Springfield, not Springfield, Missouri, Springfield, Illinois. So for that one in particular, there was basically 5 slices of thick Texas toast, about 2.5 pounds of different meats, covered with 2 pounds of fries, and then 2 pounds of nacho and melted cheese.
Nice.
So I did that right before doing an 8-pound grilled cheese. So a lot of people were questioning my digestive system, but no, everything works out. And if it's not working out, I take a thing called colon cleanse. I've been
Does
trying
that
to
go
get.
through your anus or through your mouth?
Oh no, I very rarely throw up.
No. I don't mean throw up. Like, do you have? Well, not saying that you throw up. I mean like that one thing in
Are you
Massapequa.
talking about like an enema?
Yeah, like that kind of. I mean, there are different colon cleanses.
No.
It works.
No, I've never done one of those. No, it's
Lucky you.
if you watch that Vice video, have you ever watched that? It's like an 18-minute video about me over in England.
I'm going to after this.
Well, good. It's called Meet Randy Santel. It's by Vice on their Munchies channel, but I drink that drink about 3/4 through, but it's basically a whole bunch of senna and plant sterols and crap. But you drink it as a liquid. It's not good, but it frickin' works.
I have to drink. Well, usually if I need to get a job and pass a drug test, I drink this detox stuff that burns your esophagus on the way down, and it makes you pass drug tests. I don't really smoke pot anymore.
Sounds more effective than bleach.
Do you partake in? Do you smoke a little of the hashish, or do you not want to comment on that?
I don't really want to comment that.
Only because I saw you in a picture that said legalize it.
Foodchallenges.com does not drug test. That is for sure.
Nice. I mean, like for the extra help for the munchies, have you ever? Well, I mean, I guess smoking weed before food challenge is a lot like taking steroids. You know, like because like
no, it actually isn't. A lot of people joke about that, how they'd be able to do a challenge after smoking and stuff. But I've never smoked before doing a food challenge, but I have done a food challenge drunk, and it's just not good. It's better to be in a good mental state and ready to take on the challenge. It's ready to just be thinking and conscious about everything, and you're able to do better.
So let me ask you something. I remember I messaged you and I sent you. I think I either posted on your wall or messaged you. I'm like, hey, it was like this really skinny Chinese dude, and he was like eating this huge burger. And you said there's some challenges that you wouldn't do. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? I know.
Well, if you would have sent me a video of somebody eating a big burger that's Asian, it'd either be Matt Stoney or it wouldn't even be Takaru Kobayashi. It was probably Matt.
Yeah.
You know who Matt Stoney is, right?
I like his name.
Ah, okay. Well, yeah, no, I would never. He has beaten Joey in the hot dog contest once. No, he does some challenges that I wouldn't even consider. Anything over 9 pounds is kind of above my limit, unless it's like watermelon or. I mean, I'd probably try to eat 9 pounds of baked beans or something, but a 9-pound burger or something like that is crazy.
Would you do any food challenges in India?
Oh yeah. Yeah, in 2018, we're going all over Asia because the goal is 30 countries at least. So we're going to do eventually at some point a Scandinavian tour. So that adds 4 along with Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah.
To cover the rest, we're going to have to island hop Asia. So that'll be summer 2018.
Because I gotta say also, you know that I'm sure you've seen that show with Andrew Zimmerman, Bizarre Foods. Like if you do food challenges with Bizarre Foods, you'll get those 1,000,000 subscriptions. I guarantee you.
Well, just doing challenges over in Asia is going to get a whole bunch because there's so many of them and they all walk. Like there's a couple. I know there's a girl. No, I don't know about the girls are in Korean.
That could be your future wife.
The mukbang stuff, but there's a couple Japanese eaters that have over 1,000,000 subscribers. I mean, I don't really watch them because I can't understand them, but
but that's the fun. You just guess what they're saying. Like my grandparents, my grandma and grandpa are both from Sicily, and my great grandmother didn't speak a lick of English, but somehow I understood her. It's kind of like a pet or something. It's like you know what they want, but you don't know what they're saying, I guess.
Oh yeah. Well, have you been to Italy?
No, but my grandma and grandpa did because they were born there.
Apparently.
Yeah, I guess I was technically
Italy's
there.
Pretty neat.
Yeah. What's So Italy's nice. Did you go into Venice? Or that's in California.
Actually, Venice is probably my favorite city over there for sure. I overhyped Rome to myself and was very disappointed. No offense to anybody from there. It was my own fault for overhyping it. But yeah, Venice was awesome. It rained basically the whole day we were there.
Oh.
But it was cool because this whole city flooded. I was with a girlfriend.
Did you leave her there?
Oh, so it wasn't as fun.
Did you leave her there? And that's why.
Do what?
Did you leave her in Italy, and that's why it didn't work out?
No, I wouldn't do that. No,
that's good.
That would be very rude.
That's one thing I could never do to a girl I don't like. Leave her somewhere.
Italy is more of a relationship kind of country to go to anyway. I would never say to my friends, "Oh, let's go to Italy and just party."
Fuck girls.
Yeah.
I thought that'd be France. I thought that would be France.
That is not the place to go.
No, I mean, I'm surprised, man. You say Mitch is better looking than you. I'd have to see.
No, I did not say that. I said during the trips.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. So
because I gain extreme amounts of weight.
But that's fine, dude. Have you ever seen Artie from Howard Stern?
Do what?
Have you ever seen Artie from Howard Stern? And one of their episodes.
I haven't watched that show in years.
I know. I just started. I can't stop watching Richard Simmons. Cry. He made Richard Simmons cry. And you're like, I started my own diet right now because I got my gallbladder taken out a couple of months ago. And
yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah. Did I message you when I was in the hospital? I tell strangers my business a lot. Anyway, yeah, so I got my gallbladder taken out. So, dude, the first time I tried to eat a red meat after that, it just went through me like a fucking bullet. It's like,
well, I'm in anatomy, so I understand. We just went over all the digestive systems. So, I mean, I know how your cystic duct got cut off and all that. So
lack of exercise. Like my brother, you'd like him. My brother wants to be a bodybuilder. He wants to wear a thong and oil and what. And he's fucking big. My brother's 6'2", and he's like, I showed him you. I'm like, hey, yeah, he's gonna be on the show. He's like, oh, I know that guy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you'd like him a lot more than me, probably, like everyone in my family. We go to my mom's wedding. And he's a lot better. My brother's a tall, handsome, muscular guy, and I felt like this short, fat. I'm not short, but this stinky ass turd. And it's just I got really, really, really drunk in my mom's wedding, and I drank a bunch of rum and ginger ale, and then I ended up passing out in my mom's honeymoon suite with her, before her new husband went in there. And let me tell you one other story, just for fun. You know how, I'm sure you've been to hotels, obviously, but have you ever been to a suite where it's kind of like the bathroom wall has a window in it almost? Like there's no privacy? Or was that fucking Florida's that weird?
Or if the door is basically clear. Yeah, I've been in places like that, yeah.
I had to take a shit. And my mom was getting her picture taken in the other room, and there was a big window thing. I didn't realize it, so I go to drop my pants, and my mom just says, Joey! And I'm like, whoa! I had to pull my pants up, and I had to go in the lobby. And that's,
there you go.
Sometimes that's what happens.
Oh, yeah, I've been in plenty of hotels, that's for sure. And I've been drunk at plenty of weddings, too.
What's your favorite drink? When you get drunk?
Oh, I'm a beer guy. My favorite beer is anytime I go east, I make sure to get Yingling.
Yingling?
Yeah.
I like Bud Light because it's cheap and does the job.
Bud Light is not cheap. Where do you get Bud Light for cheap? Maybe at a bar.
Well, I get in the styrofoam cup. It's like $4. I shouldn't have to pay that much to get drunk. It's better than 1920s. It's beer was 10 cents. That's how much it should be now, but, economy stuff.
Yeah.
Who is your food mentor? Who really inspired, Randy, who inspired you to do this, to go on this pilgrimage of food eating competitions?
You know what? There were some initial inspirations that I watched, their YouTube channels. Greg Malumian was one of them. He was on Man vs. Food Hartford, but he hasn't done a food challenge in years. And then there's another guy who's popular now, but I'm not his biggest fan anymore.
Is he an asshole? Why are you not? What happened? Why are you not his biggest fan anymore?
Oh no, but
it's that bad.
A lot of people think that Adam Richman was, and really, what got me into Food Challenge was my buddy Dan asking me to do that challenge, and it was kind of a fun thing to do food challenges while trying to stay pretty lean, and you're able to do that doing a food challenge or two on the weekends, but when I go on my trips, it's just not. I mean, we're doing 7, 8 challenges a week. There's no maintaining your physique when you're doing that.
Right.
But
As much as you try, it's just the major calorie intakes. But like after that, you won't eat the rest of the day after a challenge, pretty much.
well, what gains the weight is not really the food challenges. It's Mitch and I both really like desserts, and whenever there's an opportunity, I always
That's
try to go out with fans and stuff. And
that's sweet.
when we're going out, we're always drinking. So I do a lot of that on our trips too, and that's what really adds the pounds on.
You know, you're 20 minutes, 25. Oh, fucking headphones. Sorry. You're 25 minutes away from Massapequa, where you did the kitchen sink. That's how we're out east. So you ever come?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. So if you ever come back out here, you definitely gotta come hang out at the studio one of these days. I'll get
Well,
you.
there's a burrito challenge I'd like to do right there, but I tried it at a different location. I think it's called Pinatas
I think I've
or
heard of that
something.
place. I think I've passed it at least. I don't think I've ever been in there. What
They have a burrito challenge too, but they totally screwed me over at the other location, which is more west.
Right,
It's
right.
supposed to be like 6, 7 pounds, and I had them weigh it, and it was 8.6.
Assholes.
Basically, just took it and
Made it your
I,
bitch.
well, instead I went and did that ice cream challenge in Massapequa.
You know, I gotta say one thing. Like, I've watched your videos. I've seen you do so many fucking challenges. I've seen you win money. I've seen you. Obviously, I'm sure you have like a fucking slew of T-shirts, which can keep you clothed for 1,000 winters. But has anyone ever tried to fuck you out of your prize? Like, let's be honest. Like, there's not a lot of good people out there. There are a lot of assholes. You know, people don't want. They'll think, oh, this white boy's not gonna finish my fucking food thingamabobbert. And have they ever actually
Oh, yeah.
tried to say,
Yeah, there's plenty of restaurants that add it's visually more food than what I should have gotten. But when I'm on my trips, I don't really schedule too many challenges that are just stupid, 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 way huge. So even if a restaurant adds a pound of food on me, it's usually something I can still manage. I've never had any owner be like a real dick to me. So that's good.
well,
But
that's
I
because you
always
don't work
try
for
to
them?
find the biggest issues is when I go to restaurants and they just don't know who I am or anything about me or anything. Not that I need to be treated differently, but I get treated
You
just
should
like
be. You're like the best.
random person. And most people, especially today, as owners, they have all these random people coming in to do the challenge. Some of them throw up. They don't really conduct themselves with many manners or anything. So a lot of restaurants, they kind of have a negative view on some of the people that do the challenges. And
Right.
I don't have demands and stuff, but I mean I've done enough challenges to know what kind of drinks I need and this and that. And I always make sure I say please and stuff. But
Yeah.
some people, the word professional eater doesn't mean anything today either because it gets thrown around way too much. There's people that call themselves professional eaters who have only done 2 or 3 food challenges and they can't even eat that much. But if people like that go around to these restaurant owners and say, hey, I'm a professional eater, when I come around and say, hey, yes, I've done plenty of food challenges, is they kind of take it lightly and just expect you to lose as well because, a lot of the other professional eaters have lost too. So
But not
there's
Randy.
stuff to deal with, but I call ahead and try to talk to the owner and stuff like that before I do the challenges, just to give them the opportunity to promote it if they want.
What exactly is that how does that conversation go? Like, what do you say to the owner usually? Like, let's say, all right, I'm the owner of a restaurant. I have a big food challenge. It's a chocolate sundae on top of a steak, on top of 8 fried eggs, French fries, sprinkles, and just a fucking full thing of ribs, Swedish fish, and M&Ms. And, you know, you're coming into my restaurant. You're like, I'm Randy Santel, bitch. Recognize I want to do your food challenge. Like, how does this conversation go? All right, you're calling me up.
Well, first of all, I definitely don't say, hey, I'm Randy Santel, bitch. I introduce myself and
I'm just
let
kidding.
them know, but I lead and just, I don't like to talk. There's no reason to just bring up yourself a whole bunch. So the only thing I need to say is, and now I can say I've got 300,000 YouTube subscribers. If they know anything about market or anything like that, it's going to click in their head. And then when I add, I've got 477 wins in 17 countries and 45 states, they start to listen a little bit more.
Right.
But I make sure that I make sure that they know it's not about me. You try to make it known that I want to help them and get them a good video and stuff like that. And then because of that, they're more accepting and willing to work with me and things like that.
You seem like very humble, and I really respect that about you, man. That's awesome.
A lot of people say that, and I always just say that I eat. There's not really anything special about that.
Dude, you ate 7 ghost peppers and well, I guess you kind of cried, but not like, hardcore sobbing. That's pretty intense.
That was after those wings, and I had never really done a spicy challenge since then, so I was real nervous about it. I probably overreacted, made it seem like it was tougher, and it was. It frickin' hurt.
I saw the fear of God in your eyes.
Dad Maruga wings.
It's on the video. What were those? Yeah, you told me the 10 wings. We just talked about that. Yes.
Trinidad Maruga Scorpion. It's like one under the Carolina Reaper, and I'm sure there's something hotter. Everybody's manufacturing these ridiculously hot things. I don't really keep up with that. I focus more on the quantity, and when we're on our trips, to do a spicy challenge, I'd have to take like 2 days off just to let my stomach recuperate and all that. So that's another reason we stick to quantity.
I also got to say, like, you're very positive when you're eating people's food. You're always like, oh, I had this steak and it was really good. This is excellent. Like that Philly cheesesteak when you're eating with the spoon, that looked really, really good. I got to say,
I never wanted to be a prima donna or anything like that complains about the food. I always have tried against that. I've eaten some real garbage food.
In the food challenges that you'll just say is good to be nice.
Yeah, but I still try to fake that it's good, and
that's what I thought.
In reality, well, just one thing, if you're watching videos, if you see me start to drink diet soda real quickly.
Yeah, you do the thing with your neck,
it means, well, that's just trying to eat it fast and swallow more. But if you see me drinking diet soda very quickly into the challenge, that typically means the food is garbage.
All right. So, you hear that, viewers? You watch Randy Santel and you can tell what's good, what's not. He didn't say it, but we know what to look for now.
Yeah, the acidity and the strong taste of the soda is overpowering the garbage food. Thomas. There's a couple of videos from our European tour coming up where the food was horrendous, but mostly because any restaurant that adds way too much sauce to their food, it just kills the taste.
Well,
and when all that soaks in with the grease into a burger bun, it really makes it bad.
I like the way you eat your burgers. Like, obviously, if you're out with your friends, you're not going to do a food challenge. You just enjoy your food, I'm sure, obviously.
Yes.
What's the spinning, like the thing? I've seen a lot of people do that, and I've actually tried it, but I realized I wanted to enjoy this, but I was trying to be like Randy. When you spin the meat in your mouth, you're like, no. What's that? Is there a name for that technique? Or is that just the meat spin?
Or something. I don't know.
Call it the meat spin.
I guess you could call it that. But
I'm not lying.
The funniest thing is to watch people try to do my fry technique.
You've been doing fast food lately too.
Yes. Yeah, I was trying to branch out with the channel.
That's bad for you, man.
Most people know that like our Monday and Wednesday videos are from a tour that I did summer 2016. We try to make sure that the Friday videos are a little bit more updated. And then I wanted to do the fast food thing just to kind of get more people into the channel. And I was hoping they would get more views because obviously more people look up McDonald's than Bob's Diner in BFE, Wisconsin.
BFE?
But you've never...
No, I'm freaking from New York and Florida. Pretty much...
Never heard BFE?
BFE, beans fried...
No, butt F word Egypt.
Butt fuck Egypt?
Yeah.
You can curse Randy on the show.
It just refers to somewhere where God knows where nobody's ever heard of it. They say fuck Egypt. No,
I said Randy to say the F word.
I edited the B. I don't know why I did that. So
now I heard on a couple of
I not to cuss too much on the channel just because a lot of kids watch. I try to respect that. And really, when you're eating food, there's no real need to cuss. And you will hear me if you watch the blooper videos. Yeah. Whenever I make a mistake,
you're like a pirate.
When I make a mistake, I just shit, and then I go back over it. And then if there's any kids, I'm like, oh shoot, sorry.
No, I know you got to be respect. I know from
But
my
most
own
kids
YouTube
have
channel
already heard that word from their parents
or
by the
their
time.
friends. Dude, I watched my first porno at 7 years old because my dad had the Scrambler box. It was called Lady Luck, and it was the first time I saw two chicks get it on.
You got me beat. I don't even know when it was for me.
People say that. I feel like such a whore. Like it sucks. Like I don't know. Whatever. I shouldn't judge myself. It's like this is we live in one life. I have bad parents.
Yeah, there
When I
you
was
go.
6 years old, my mom
Always
rented me
think
South Park.
positive.
When I was 6 years old, my mom rented me South Park because she thought the characters looked cute. And then I asked my mom in front of my freaking grandmother. Thank God she didn't speak English. I asked her what a dildo was, and she was
Oh
horrified
yeah, I
because
bet
I
you
was
frowned on that.
yeah.
That's funny.
Do you have any like stalker fans that send you nudes?
Not enough.
Do they send the
But
nudes to Mitch?
no, no, I don't do that. Anybody that shares anything like that with me, I keep. But no, we don't really have that many stalkers or anything like that.
You
It's
guys need to
good.
get up on that game.
Somebody
You got
might
three.
message me a lot of times within a quick time period, but it'll kind of stop and it won't happen as much, and
Yeah.
they'll go away.
Well, maybe they'll come back. I mean, you got to admit, all right, you have what, 300,007 subscribers? That's what it said this morning.
That was this morning. Yeah, now we're almost up to 300,100.
Oh, there's got to be one stalker within all those people for you, man.
Well,
it's probably
I mean,
me.
I tried to. Well, I mean, with social media, you can just if somebody's stalking you, it's usually bad things.
I mean, I guess I
Hate
get flattered by it.
marks and stuff like that. Because even if people do stalk me, or not really stalking, but message me a lot, I'm still nice to them and answer their questions. And
During
I
the
don't mind if
podcasts.
people ask me questions. What I try to steer people away from asking me how I'm doing.
Well, how are you doing?
People will ask me, oh, how I'm doing. I just ask them, I say, I'm 30 years old. I'm back in college, which is most people's dream, compared to having kids and a family, going to bed at 9 or 10 every night.
Yeah, don't say that, man. That's scary. Don't wish that on
Oh
yourself.
yeah, yeah. No, I don't. I just say, how can I'm debt free with no responsibilities. How could I not be doing great?
And that's the key to life, to have as least amount of responsibilities as possible. Like, I'm professionally unemployed. I haven't had a job in over a year. I'm fine, except for my gallbladder coming out and me having to get a camera up my butthole to find out I have diverticulosis, which means I can't eat
Well, as
popcorn.
long as you're on mom and dad's insurance.
Well, yeah, I did Obamacare. So, what else is going on? Let's see.
For me to have that kind of surgery would be expensive. I don't know.
Well,
if that
I'm very lucky I had insurance for that. I'd be royally fucked. It was kind of like I went to the ER and I was in pain and like I vomited and I'm like, I guess I should go. And they're like, they gave me a sonogram, like, yeah, that needs to come out like now, please. And I'm like, the doctor asked me, please. I guess I'm gonna die. And then you know what's funny? I was in the hospital for 2 days. My dad, who does not, I don't think he likes me as a person. It's kind of like, I don't like you, but I love you. And he's always mean to me and stuff. He kissed me on the forehead, and then a priest came in afterwards and said, "Can I say a prayer for you?" So I thought I was getting last rites. I'm like, well, that's it. Exactly. I was like, last rites. I'm done. This is it. But it was a Catholic hospital. Very cool. The freaking I had a really cool surgeon. He like put his hand on me because I was scared going into the OR, and he put his hands on me. He's like, "I know this is scary, but you're gonna be okay." And I'm just like, I'm about to get raped.
Yeah, I've only had a knee surgery, and that was back in high school.
What'd you do? Did you that was when you said you were 350 pounds in high school, according to one of your videos.
346 is what I got up to. But yeah, this was back when I was about 305 playing high school football during my last season.
Yeah.
The week before homecoming, it sucked.
Really? So wait, did you hurt it sports injury? Was it a sports injury?
Yeah, I was in practice and stuff. I was able to, it was only a partial ACL tear. So I was able to play for a portion of the end of the season in playoffs and stuff.
Football?
But surgery was after.
Like football, what you're talking about, obviously, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I played football and men's volleyball in high school.
I tried wrestling, but I was like, there are no chair shots here. It was just everyone's touching each other weird. Like that South Park episode. It was Roman Greco, I believe. That's what they teach in high school, right?
I don't know. We didn't have wrestling at our school.
Really?
I probably would have, but yeah, I went to a private Catholic high school. We didn't have that.
Really? Tell me about, did you have nuns as teachers? I didn't. I had regular teachers that were Catholic.
We had a priest, I think there was one nun, but yeah, I did have a sister as a teacher. Yeah.
Did she hit you?
No, never got hit during school. I probably
Did your
should have been a couple times, but I was a pretty goody good up until I was 17.
then you're like,
I discovered how delicious beer is.
I thought you were gonna say something else, but I think you use your imagination. I was gonna
Oh no. I was faithful to Busch Light, Busch, and Miller High Life.
You were faithful to Bush, weren't you?
Until I was 20.
Nice. And then you went to Europe, and you're like, a whole new world.
No, I didn't go to Europe until my first trip out of the country was to New Zealand.
Right.
So that's what got me into traveling, and then I first went to Europe in 2012. So that was already after I'd won the transformation and was well out of college.
What about Germany?
Germany, we just went this past summer.
Nice.
That was a good time. It wasn't nearly as fun as that movie with Vince Vaughn.
Beer Fest?
No, not beer. No, Beer Fest is awesome too. But that movie
Das Boot,
where Vince Vaughn goes with James Franco.
Oh God, that's a recipe.
Something to Germany, and they had a great time.
I'm gonna Google that for you right now because I'm curious now. Vince Vaughn and James Franco, you say? Vince Vaughn.
Not the more popular Franco, the other one. Dave.
Vince. I can't spell
Dave
Vaughn.
Franco.
Dave Franco? Oh yeah, his like less attractive brother or something. They say.
Yeah.
I'm not good. Oh, Unfinished Business.
Correct.
Nice. Was that like a comedy or was that like a dramedy?
Yeah, it was more of a comedy.
I liked. What are your favorite movies? Tell me.
Oh, favorite. My daughter's gonna be named Jenny after my favorite movie, Forrest Gump.
I thought you didn't have a girlfriend.
No, that's part A.
Oh. Wait, you want to get her pregnant, then marry her, so it's like a shotgun wedding thing.
No, I'll probably marry her first.
Or if she's pregnant, then marry her.
Mother and father wouldn't be very happy with me. They're good Catholic people. They wouldn't like that.
Well,
that's
good.
No. Let's see. I'm real big into Eddie the Eagle. Is an awesome movie. I like that one.
Eddie the Eagle.
I really want to. John Wick was awesome. I can't wait to see John Wick.
I couldn't watch it. They killed the dog.
Oh yeah. Well, they were
like Negan style with a bat. They fucking smashed it to pieces.
Oh wait, in John Wick 2?
No, in the first one. Didn't they like kill the dog by smashing it, or they just shot it?
No, they broke its neck.
Oh.
Yeah, no, they smashed him. They didn't. They broke the dog's neck. But I know that they regret it because they all died.
That's awesome.
So yeah, comedy, war movies, anything where bad people die, I like those.
So you must be a Star Wars fan?
You know what? I'm not. I've watched a couple, but not the recent one or anything like that.
You should.
I mean, I'll celebrate May the 4th with people, but no, I'm more into. I watched The Lord of the Rings, and I'm a Harry Potter fan, believe it or not. I've never read the books or anything.
Did you see Fantastic Beasts?
I've watched all the movies twice, and then I saw Beasts and Where to Find Them in the movies.
That was a good movie. Did you go to?
It was really good. I liked it.
Did you go to 4D IMAX thing where it's like it sprays that shit in your face, you smell, and it's gross?
No, I just watched the normal one. I go to the cheap ones.
I think you should watch The Force Awakens, and you should just let me know how it makes you feel afterwards.
Is that a Star Wars movie?
Yeah, man, it's in the latest one. Rey's pretty cute. You'd like her.
Isn't Rogue or something coming out soon, or is that?
Well, Rogue One's out already. I mean, you use BitTorrent ever? Do you torrent stuff illegally like everyone else, but it's illegal, but everyone does it?
I've torrented 3 movies.
Can you name them back to back?
We Bought a Zoo.
Okay.
With Matt Damon, and then I'm a big Dwayne Johnson fan, so I saw Hercules. Had to watch that, and then I don't remember the other one. But no, I don't do that too often. I try not to watch movies or do anything extracurricular that often. I'm mostly writing, working on school, or doing stuff with the channel.
What kind of stuff do you write?
Do what?
What kind of stuff do you write?
Right. The reason I'm in school to be a dietitian is to back the program and book that I've been working on since 2012. I started writing in 2015. I'm on chapter 9 of 10. Almost done with chapter 9, so I'll go back to that after this. But then there's 2 other things I got to work on, but that all won't be published to 2020, so I've got some time to work on it.
Do you have any pictures in this book?
No, not yet.
Oh.
But I'm sure we will once I work with a publisher and all that. So, and then once I am a registered dietitian, I'll be, I probably won't have a 6-pack just because that's not maintainable, but I'll be closer to 250 so that, again, people will buy more into the information.
I saw a picture. This is going to sound gay, but I saw a picture of you where you were pretty ripped in a Roman outfit. Was that you or was that
That
Mitch?
would have been 2010 when I won that Men's Health magazine Spartacus Body Transformation Challenge.
So that wasn't Mitch. That was you.
No, that was me. No, Mitch has never had a 6-pack. I've had one twice, in 2010 and then 2012.
Would you say he's your best friend?
I've got him peppered all. I've got the pictures peppered all over RandySantel.com.
Nice.
So I do talk to Mitch most often, 5-6 days a week.
Does he when you're upset? Does he console you? Like, is he like there for you when you need somebody to talk to and feel like? I mean, like, I don't feel like you don't really get upset that much.
No, I haven't been upset. The last time I was upset was the last time I was literally real upset was in Greece.
The movie Grease made you cry?
No, I was in the country Greece, and Mitch and I were about to do a team food challenge that was supposed to be Greek. I was looking forward to showing everybody on our channel this Greek food, and we were doing this Greek challenge. And this restaurant owner totally switched what was supposed to be a gyro or a Euro challenge up on us and turned it into hamburgers. And he just made it the worst food challenge I've ever had. He literally added 12 different sauces to it. And luckily we were in like a real Greek area, and I knew not many people understood me. I just walked away cussing up a storm, and I was so mad.
You didn't do the challenge?
Oh no, we did it, and it took 1 hour and 46 minutes for us to win.
You won. Good.
Yeah, it was the only Greek challenge I won because I lost the next 2.
Originally, what was the food supposed to be, like gyro or?
It was supposed to be a Euro. It was supposed to be like a 12, 13-pound Euro that Mitch and I would do together against another Greek team, but they totally switched it up, and it was the worst food I've ever had.
I remember there was another challenge you did, like professional eater. They had money for people who win the challenge, but you didn't get the money because you're considered a professional.
That was a pizza challenge in Kansas, yes.
Were you upset by that, or you were like, whatever, I'll just
No, I understand. Because I always try to, as a business owner that operate in the YouTube channel and just regarding trying to work with companies to get money and stuff, you got to sell it to them and think of their perspective and how they're thinking.
Right,
But
right.
to just give away $500 for a pizza challenge, it's not that hard. I mean, you got to understand that no restaurant owner wants to do that, and
Nobody wants to lose money.
No, and I mean they'll be willing to pay $500, but that's as if they're getting a return on their investment. And most eaters, they don't. I mean, there's us with 300,000 subscribers, and then there's a couple eaters with 100,000 right now, and they're really doing a good job with their channels, working their way up. But next after me is Matt Stoney. LA Beast doesn't do many videos anymore, but they're all well over 1 million subscribers.
You'll get there, man. How long have you been on?
Yeah, eventually. But as far as getting a return on their money, there's not really that many eaters that actually put much effort into having any kind of asset that restaurant owners can use to get that return in their marketing for that money they're spending.
And a lot of people who watch your channels are from like different states and stuff too. I mean, not that they don't. I'm sure you have.
Yeah. We've got. That's the other thing too. Is you can tell a restaurant, we've got 300,000 subscribers, but only 25 of them are within 30 miles.
I mean, I learned about that ice cream challenge in Massapequa with you guys. I mean, you look like you were about to go into a diabetic coma, man. I was scared for you. I'm glad you made it.
No, the only real dessert challenge where I've ever really had a problem with was the one I lost. Well, 2. I tried to do 2 challenges and once a cupcake challenge. Eat like 5 pounds of cupcake in Arkansas, which didn't go very well. But there's an ice cream challenge I did in Tennessee that went real bad because there was like 3 to 4 pounds of Halloween candy on it.
Yeah. I mean,
the sugar got to me.
So your home. This is you own your own home, right? That's your house where you are.
Oh no! Like I said, I have no responsibilities, and one of those responsibilities is not owning a home. No, I just rent. I moved to Springfield, number one, because it's cheaper at Missouri State, where I got my first degree, for 3 years of tuition than it is for 1 year in any of the schools in St. Louis where I was living. Because there's only so many schools you can go to get a dietetics degree.
Right,
Uh,
right.
So, and then the cost of living here is amazing. So, for a one-bedroom place, it's just $400.
That's freaking incredible. You know how much it
Yeah.
is in New York for one bedroom place?
Oh, I used to.
$1,200.
Yeah, I bet. And then it obviously goes
$1,200.
up from there. My buddy used to live near Times Square, and his was like 2,300 for a studio.
We're out in Long Island, out in like where you were. You were in Nassau County. We're in Suffolk County.
How far are you from J&R Steakhouse?
Which one?
Any of them? How far is the closest one?
It's like 15 minutes. We go to
Well-
Outback a lot though. I can find one. I mean, Google Maps.
There's like three of them. There's one right in Medford.
There's one in there's one in Medford. It's like 10.
Have you ever been to Crazy Crepe Cafe?
I've heard. Oh, the crepe place. Yeah, I went there with my girlfriend. She's a vegan, and she didn't realize she ate dairy, and she cried. It was kind of funny.
That I would laugh. I would laugh at that too. Probably.
I gotta be nice. Though. I don't know if she's
We'll
listening
be,
or
we're
not.
sick together. But no, yeah, the Crazy Crepe challenge that I did there is one of the best tasting challenges I've had.
Is that a franchise or is that like because
No, there's only those 4 that are on Long Island. I went to the one in Ronkonkoma.
Oh yeah, dude, that's literally 10, 15 minutes. That's one I go to. I've been to.
Yeah, it took me only 4 minutes 45 seconds to win, which was nothing. But it was frickin' a really good 4 minutes.
Yeah.
I guess that's what she said.
Oh yeah. Sometimes it's like. Do you have any sex stories you want to share?
No.
When was the last time
No.
you've been laid?
Ooh, actually, that's becoming a problem as well.
Yeah, because you told me like you like I think I remember you saying that to me like I'm 30 years old Catholic and I go out drinking on the weekends and trying to find girls or something.
No. Well, let's not say it like that.
No, you're right. Maybe I should reword that so.
I try to find a woman that would so I can better her life. Let's say it that.
I mean, do you know how to cook though? Like going to all these restaurants, have you picked up any culinary skills of your own?
The one thing I've picked up from going to all these restaurants is that I have no desire to ever own a restaurant. But I do like to cook, but I don't cook for myself. So if somebody ever is going to come around, I mean, I've got all the stuff to cook. I love the rotisserie and all that, but I really don't cook much for myself.
I don't mean to sound gay, man, but I would cook for you.
Well, I appreciate that. I would eat your food and probably have seconds.
You hear that, guys? Randy Santel will eat my food and have seconds.
I'm pretty good with that regarding, I've dated some women. I've gone on like a couple dates. By saying I've had 3 girlfriends is actually girlfriends I've dated.
Yeah, not girls you hump. What's your number
But
up to?
I've gone over to girls' houses as dates and they've cooked and I've had some shitty food. But I'm very good, just like with our channel, I'm good at faking that it was delicious.
Well,
and I
that's
always have
good.
seconds anyway.
I'm sure they're good at faking too. Just kidding. I'm sure your mom's right.
No, I'm a professional eater.
Oh, I see the innuendo there.
Ah,
There we go. But man, it was freaking awesome talking to you, man. Trying to make sure.
I appreciate you guys having me on the show. Thanks for all the follow up. Sorry I couldn't talk more about metal.
Nah, it's kind of like we should be talking more about metal on the show, but I think of it a lot like Apple Jacks. Or like, why do they call them Apple Jacks if they don't taste like apple? And it's the same thing with metal nerds. Why are you calling?
Well, if we talked about music with me, I'm sure metal nerds would not like hearing about Miley Cyrus and my ability to karaoke Wrecking Ball.
I would like to see that actually. Can you
There's a video, but Facebook took it down because there was too much Miley in it. I sounded too much like Miley.
But dude, you sound like Lou Ferrigno if he wasn't deaf. That's what I get when I hear your voice.
I've heard some people used to say Vin Diesel, which I never really got that.
I am Groot.
I've heard that a couple times. people that meet me compare me to Robert from
Everyone
frickin'
loves Raymond.
yeah, it pisses me off. I say, you shut up right now.
Raymond. I
Yeah,
miss Ray. Did you meet any celebrities doing your food challenge? Let's talk.
that was pretty good.
Thanks, man. I'm good at what I do. Just kidding. That's why we have 20 subscribers. Trying to make that go up, though.
Hey, yeah, feel free to use my name.
I'm going to use your name and then I'm going to use you. Just kidding. Listen, let's be friends forever. I want to start a good friendship. Would you ever come back,
Well,
you think, if you have time?
we're Facebook friends. What?
Follow for follow. You think you'd ever want to come back on the show one of these days?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, it's been good talking to you.
Good talking to you, too. Every Saturday, and you listeners, too, we have shows. I mean, if you go on your tour and anything crazy happens, just be like, Joe, I want to be on the show. I'll get you on. Let us know what happens. I mean, I would like to know more about you, man. I know there's some crazy shit that's going to happen to you eventually, as long as
Well, there's going to be some crazy stuff in Australia. I know that. So,
I hope.
we can do the show in September or something when we're back.
You have any one night stands in these different countries ever?
I think that this isn't Metal Nerds, but I like One Direction. And I loved that everybody was so up in arms about one of the One Direction guys saying that he's had a one-night stand with a fan and stuff. But I think anybody that goes on trips and all that, unless they're real religious or something like that and says they've never had a one-night stand with a fan or anything like that, I think they're lying.
I mean, I had a couple of them, but I guess they're my fans because they liked me in some way to let me be inside of them. So I guess that counts.
Oh, it's just like that song, I Just Had Sex.
And it felt so good. Yeah.
I had to tell my parents about it.
Man, so yeah, definitely. I'll make a promo too from this video, and I'll make one for you if you want to share it on your page. I'll just take the clips, and you know, it's really been a pleasure, man. You seem like a really cool guy. I know you'll find love, and you know, you should always
I think so.
You know, and that's cool that you're never upset, man. I'm always sad. Like I have my man.
Oh no, it's always about perspective and state of mind. I always maintain a pretty stable and good one.
All right. Well, let's just say this was your. Let's say like when we hang up, your house is gonna explode or something, and you're gone. Like, what do you think? What do you want your message to be to the world right now?
Well, if I'm gone, why would it matter if my house exploded?
I guess it explodes when you're gone. Oh yeah, you have cats. I saw your video. You have a cat that bangs another.
Luna's outside whoring herself out right now. It's not. I don't really call it my cat, but I take care of it because she's pretty much.
She just show up one day.
It's weird. She's declawed, so it's an indoor cat.
But she
just wants to be outside, and if she's not outside after a while, she starts crying, and I say, "You get out of here," and then she'll come back at night, and I always feed her and stuff like that. So we call her Luna. I don't know if she likes that name. I wish I had named her Felicia.
Really?
So that anytime she leaves, I can just say, "Bye, Felicia."
That's clever. I like what you did there, Randy Santel, Atlas Food Promotions.
There you go. If anybody wants to watch a food challenge video, our channel and really everything else is Randy Santel.
I just got Randy Santel. Got it.
Yep.
And just be careful in China. You might eat a cat or a dog. Are you like worried about that?
No. I mean, I don't mind. I mean, I love haggis and blood sausage and all that when I'm over in Europe. So I'm sure if I ate fried cat, it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Unless you saw the cats about to get eaten, then you might go Lou Ferrigno and save them all. If they were still alive, would you might like freak out a little bit?
No, probably not over in another country. I wouldn't know how to fight or what they fight with or anything.
Well, if it's
like that.
China, they know karate.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to compete with that.
I think you could. You're a big guy, man. I mean, like I think like you've been in fights before.
Hey, if Chris Tucker can do it, I probably can.
Which one of you all kicked me in the face? That's what. Have you you and Mitch got into any fights at all? Not with each other, with other people, like at
No, we never have.
No, you seem like a very laid back guy. You're not looking for trouble.
Yeah, no, neither of us are fighters. I don't think Mitch played rugby, but I mean he's not a fighting type either.
Just want to get drunk and get humped.
We've never gotten mad at each other or into any major fight either, so that's always good too.
Please don't be insulted by this, but Mitch sounds like a really good best friend. He sounds like, you know, you're, as of right now, your significant other of now, which is beautiful, to be honest.
No, Mitch is very fun to travel with. He's a good guy, so I'm very happy that he's on the team.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess that's all we have for today. And, dude, Randy, thank you again. I hope you come back, man. I would love to have you on as a guest again.
Hey, yeah, let's do it after the Australia trip, and I'll be able to tell some stories.
Nice. When are you going on your Australian trip? When can we see
Basically
some new videos?
my entire summer break, so last week of May to first week of August.
So that's 3 months.
Yep.
Are you all packed up, ready to go?
No, I haven't even really started planning. We'll start that in late April.
Is Luna coming with you?
Luna is not. She'll probably go to my grandma's.
Aw.
My grandma watched her over winter break, so I'll probably have her watch her over the summer.
Just be careful letting her out, man. She's declawed. She can't defend herself.
Well, yeah, no, I know that.
She doesn't go far, though, I'm sure, right?
No, there's no dogs around the area or anything like that, and she's got her hiding places, and she knows what she's getting into. So, I mean, I'm only a human. I'm not her dad.
Well, I guess you're kind of her dad. You feed her.
Kind of.
Like, my dad feeds me, so I guess he's kind of my dad.
Well, there you go.
All right. Thank you for tuning into Metal Nerds. I am so freaking happy I got to do this interview. Please like and subscribe to us on Facebook, on YouTube, and it's been an honor. Rich, are you in the studio?
Hey, Randy, thanks, man. You're great on the show. You're such a good sport. Thanks, buddy.
Appreciate you guys having us on.
I just subscribed to your channel, too.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't wait to watch and go through your videos, man. You're great.
Follow.
Hey, sounds good.
Follow for follow.
Hey, I already subscribed to you guys.
I know. We are so honored. And let me tell you, man, I want to meet Mitch. So bring him with you next time. Thank you for listening to Metal Nerds. And we are live Saturday nights at 7 o'clock or whenever we feel like it. You'll be updated. I'm Joe Falcone, and do the Atlas thing. Do it. Have a good night. Thank you, Randy.
Hey, thanks for listening.